Hey guys, it's Tom. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. And I hope you're really excited for the latest update of the Breakfree Trading Navigator and the Breakfree Trading algorithm. This one is a massive one. So, like we've been kind of saying in the chats a little bit, this update is probably the biggest update since the release of the Navigator itself. We've got a lot to go through here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive straight into it and show you everything that we've been working on for the last few months. So the first thing you'll see here is we've got this thing called dashboard. So when I click dashboard, it's going to open up a whole bunch of sub tabs. Now the first one we've got here is the trade guard. So the trade guard is like our little AI trade helper that's going to give us an idea of how our account's looking at any given time. So what we want to do is we just open trade guard and it'll tell us if there's any issues with your account. So if you're over leveraging, you're taking too much risk, it's going to show up here in the trade guard and it's going to tell you you're taking too much risk, you need to reduce that. And your score, your account score is going to drop from 10 out of 10 to 7 or 8 or whatever it might be, depending on what kind of problems you've got with your account and what you need to fix. Now, there might be other things, like let's say the trend has changed against you in a trade. Now, it's going to tell you here on the trade guard, the trend has changed against you, consider cancelling this order. It's going to tell you if the market's moved too far away from your entries and you should consider cancelling the trades. It's going to give you any actionable things here that you need to fix to sort out your account and get it back to 10 out of 10. Okay, so if anything pops up in here in the trade guard that it says you need to fix, you just double click it. It'll take you straight to where you need to go to fix it, and it'll give you the instructions you need in order to fix it straight from here. Alrighty then, so the next tab down here, it says quests. So we've built into the Navigator an entire experience system. So what we're going to be doing is on a daily and a weekly basis, we're going to be earning experience points by completing different actions within the Navigator. So first of all, opening the Navigator, you get 5 experience points. And then that adds on here to your experience total as you complete different things. So completing a 15-minute sonar trade, if you hover over here, it tells you what you've got to do in order to do that. Completing a BRC, an extension, swing trades, and then just completing trades from the bridge without over leveraging as well. So we're going to be able to read how much risk you're taking on these trades, and then we won't let you get experience points if you've over leveraged on a particular trade or if you're over leveraged on a particular currency and you're not respecting the risk rules. Now the same goes for the weekly quests as well. So on the weekly quests, the experience is a bit more, and these refresh at the start of every new trading week. It talks about here, for example, maintain 1% profit this week in your account without over leveraging. So what you've got to do in order to win this particular quest is you've got to increase your account balance by 1%, maintain that throughout the week, so don't lose that 1% that you just made. And then also, you can't go into an over leveraged position by taking too much risk in order to do it. So we've got different levels here, 1%, 3.5, and 5%. And on each one of them, if you over leverage, you lose your XP and you don't get it for the week. You've got to wait for the new week to start and then you can start again. Let's talk about what you get by going through the levels. So we've got 30 levels here that you can progress through. As you progress through the levels, you move through the ranks as well. So you all start as newbies. Level 1 through to level 3 is newbie. No rank, no badge, nothing. Then you move up to bronze, silver, gold, platinum, master, and legend. Hopefully, we can see a bunch of you guys knocking around as legend traders within the Breakfree Trading community. That would be awesome to see. What we get when we go through these levels. So first of all, we're disabling the 15-minute and 1-hour sonar trades for anyone who's not at least a bronze level trader. So if you haven't made it to level 4 and you're on the discovery plan, we're going to be disabling the sonar trades on the 1-hour time frame. Now you'll still be able to find these trades in your watch list. It just means you're going to have to go do some looking. And we're going to be doing the same on the pro plan. Disabling the sonar for the 15-minute time frame, but you will be able to go into the watch list and find these trades still. We're just not going to be presenting them to you in the sonar. Now, this is very important for us to do because what we don't want is we don't want people coming in immediately starting placing very low time frame trades and getting completely wrecked in these markets, not knowing what they're doing, not knowing how to read price action, and not understanding the risk that they're taking. So we've restricted it until you get to level 4. You can't trade on these lower time frames, okay? It should be pretty easy for you to get to level 4. Now, once you get to become a gold ranked member, you unlock some free BFT merch. So we'll be sending out some merchandise to you for free for becoming a gold level member. And then once you reach the master level, we're going to be giving you free Breakfree Trading Pro subscription for life. So you'll no longer have to be paying for Breakfree Trading Pro. You're going to get it for life as a reward for your loyalty, as a reward for, doing all the right things, increasing your rank, and leveling up through the XP system. Now, these rewards are going to change throughout time. This is our just initial iteration of what we think would be, a nice thing to have there, how we think it will work. But as time goes on, we'll be adding new rewards, removing rewards, all sorts of things might happen. But, just know that this is going to change. This is not locked in. Just understand that we might add things, we might remove things as time goes by. Another cool feature of this dashboard is the analysis tab. It's like your own trading journal right there within your account. It's going to give you your balance, today's P&L, this month's P&L. This is a demo account. This is why it looks so funny. And I hadn't traded on it for a bit until I started doing this video. So you can see here over the last 90 days what my demo account has done with the cumulative P&L and on which days I actually ended up in drawdown. So you can go back and you can have a look and go, okay, why did I lose $50 on the 14th of December? What did those trades look like? How could I have improved? Things like that. So it's like your own little journal here that's going to show you how your account's progressing, what kind of P&L you're making as time goes on. The XP system I think is going to be really cool, and I can't wait to see how fast people progress through and moving through the ranks and improving. Alrighty then, so an extension to TradeGuard. There's two other places that TradeGuard is going to show up as well. So the first one here is when you open the BFT panel and you go to place an order, you're going to get this TradeGuard pre-trade score. So this is going to give you a score out of 10 telling you whether it's a good quality trade or a bad quality trade. It's going to be based on a bunch of metrics and it's going to give you this score. So immediately you can see whether or not you're placing a good trade, a bad trade, or a trade that's just neutral. So whenever you go into these chats and things like that and you're saying, is this a good trade? You're actually going to get told right here from the TradeGuard exactly what the score of this trade will be before you even place it. So right now, this is a perfect trade. This is a 10 out of 10 if I place this. We've got the local trend in our favor, the global trend in our favor. We're around a major level. We're not taking too much leverage. We have no real correlated risk. The spread's really low and we have a stop loss. Now, if I were to place something like this though, in the other direction, and I were to, over leverage, try to take 10 lots, I'm getting 0 out of 10. And my little guy's telling me, I think of this as Asger sometimes when I try to over leverage, shaking his head at me like, nah, Tom, don't do it. So we're going against the global trend. We are still around a major level, but we're just taking way too much risk and we have no stop loss in this particular scenario. So the TradeGuard is telling us this is a 0 out of 10 trade. And if I try to place it, it's telling me this is a terrible trade. You might get lucky and win, but you're never going to be successful in the long run trading like this. Okay, so this little guy's looking out for us if we get into a position where we're making silly decisions with our trading. And the one other place that the TradeGuard is going to show up is down in the MetaTrader bridge when I place a trade. So I'll just place this order here. Okay, cool. So that order is placed. I can jump in here into pending orders, and then it's going to calculate here and tell me my risk. And the TradeGuard is going to have its own little tab here telling me what I should be doing with this order. So if you think you should be canceling a trade, it's too far away from the entry, something like this, you don't need to think anymore. You just come in here, and if the price is too far away from the entry zone, it'll tell you, cancel this order. Right now, it's telling me to keep the order because it's a great trade. I'm with trend, and the price is close enough for the entries for it to make sense. If the price moves too far away, it'll tell me, cancel this order. If the trend changes, it'll tell me, cancel this order. If I go and place another trade on another Aussie dollar pair and I start over risking, it's going to tell me you're over risking here. TradeGuard is going to protect you from all these silly newbie mistakes that a lot of people make in real time. It's the beginning of a trading assistant that's going to be there and always keeping an eye on you whenever you're making mistakes with your trading. Alrighty guys, so the next feature that we've got. This one is probably my favorite, to be honest, and you'll see why in a second. If I click here, this plus, go to Academy. Our Breakfree Trading Academy is now entirely built into the navigator. Now in this academy, we've got a fully refilmed week 1 and 2. So you can go through these videos, learn a little bit about BFT. If you're an existing member, you might pick up some little things, okay? You might pick up something that just helps you along the way. If you're a new member though, this is where you're going to learn. This is the where you've got to go to watch the week 1 content, go through all of this, then unlock the week 2 content and go through all of that as well. So you actually know what you're doing before you get into using the Breakfree Trading system. All right, we've made a few changes to the RTD as well. So I'll drag this up a little bit. You can see here we've got some extra text on the RTD. So in this particular example on AUD CAD, we've got a local uptrend and it's low, 43.4%. So what we're doing here is we're analyzing how the trend has been in the past. So whether the trend has been strong, weak, or average in the past, and we're showing you how this trend is looking relative to this past data. A weak trend would be 0 to 40%. So if it's a weak trend, this means that, we haven't maybe established a full trend yet. Maybe the trend is changing. We're starting to do some ranging rather than a trending market. So we'd be called a weak trend, 0 to 40. Now, a low trend is 40 to 70%. An average trend is 70 to 120%. And then a strong trend is anything above 120%. So you can see here we're in a really strong global uptrend. So what that means is relative to how this market's been moving in the past and the strength of previous trends, this is a very strong trend, okay? This is exactly the type of market we want to be trading in. Now, we've also made some improvements to the Breakfree Trading algorithm itself as well. So we're up to Breakfree Trading algorithm 5.1.0. We've had some major performance improvements. We've got the pre-trade score built in. We've got the trade guard integration. So, we should see a lot better quality trades coming out as well. Just lots of small improvements so that we can keep on, providing really great trades using the algorithm. A little thing, but we've got a light switch button. So you can switch here to white mode and to dark mode right from here rather than this panel over this side. It's still there, but you can switch it over here. Another really cool thing. So some people, because we've got different brokers, people are using different brokers, which is totally fair. People haven't been able to find their particular market they want to trade on their broker. Let's have a look at Bitcoin cross USD Tether on Binance. So on this Binance exchange, we've got Bitcoin cross USD Tether, but there's a slight wording difference that may show up with your broker and what Binance has got here. Now, this wording difference has meant in the past that you weren't able to place trades on this market. So if I click place order, it's going to tell me this now. Symbol mapping, market unrecognized in your broker. Please manually map instrument to your broker. Do you want to do it now? I'm going to say yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find what my broker calls Bitcoin against US dollar. So if I start typing in here, BTC, okay, cool. BTC USD index. So this is what my broker calls Bitcoin against US dollar. So if I click this, click the plus button, that's now going to be mapped. So what I can do now is I can actually now place trades on this market. You can do this on any of the asset classes or any of the markets that previously you weren't able to find in your broker. So any of the indices, the metals, the commodities, some cryptos, anything that wasn't mapped previously, you can now just manually map it. So you might want to come in here, open up the bridge, click mapping here, and then you can just add in, any of those markets that you haven't been able to find previously. So for example, the UK 100. So I know the UK 100 is not called that with IC markets. It's called something else. There it is. Slightly different, but there we go. And now I've just mapped that. So you can just go through here, map anything, or when you're going to place a trade and it gives you this pop-up saying it's not currently mapped, you can just manually map it yourself right now, okay? So this is really cool and it's going to help people a lot. Finally, we've got some mobile optimizations. So we've optimized the mobile experience. We made it a little bit faster. Our loading speeds are a lot faster now with the algorithm. We've improved our servers so that we can scale a lot easier. So yeah, the mobile optimization is improved and also the loading times have improved as well. That's all of the updates. I hope you absolutely love what we've been working on. I hope it helps you. I hope it improves your trading. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all progress through the levels. And we enjoy kind of moving through the levels and we enjoy doing all the right things to get more experience and to, unlock new rewards as well. Let me know if you've got any questions about any of this, but hopefully it's all pretty straightforward and pretty intuitive. Okay, guys, talk to you soon.